Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, loves, I gotta be real with you before we even start today's reading. When I sat down to shuffle the cards, I felt something that stopped me dead in my tracks. I had to put the deck down, take a breath, and just sit with it for a minute. Because what came through wasn't light or fluffy at all. It wasn't the kind of energy I can sugarcoat or dress up in pretty words and send you off feeling all warm and cozy. No. This one's heavy, it's real, the kind that makes you go, oh, this is actually happening. And I know that some of you clicked on this title and felt something in your chest, not fear exactly, but recognition. Like, yes, I knew it. I have been feeling something for a while now, and I could not name it, but I knew your intuition was right. And today we are going to look at it directly. No sugarcoating, no softening, just the truth. And then what to do with it. Because there is someone in your life or on the edges of your life who is thinking about you in a way that you do not fully realize, who is watching you more than you know, who is carrying feelings for you that they have never said out loud. Feelings that have become something much bigger than they intended. And the reason this might surprise you is because this is not who you would expect. This is not the obvious person. This is not necessarily the one you have been wondering about. This is someone that when I tell you what the cards are showing, you are going to think, wait, really? Them? So just take a deep breath with me. Get comfortable and let's get into this. Okay, let me start by pulling a card just for the energy of this person. Like, who are they in relation to you? What is their energy? What is their role in your life? The Hermit. Oh, okay. The Hermit. So the Hermit, this is the card of solitude, of deep inner reflection, of someone who keeps their inner world very private, very contained, very much to themselves. And what this card is telling me is that this person is not the type to wear their heart on their sleeve. They do not broadcast their feelings. They do not talk about what is going on inside them to just anyone. They are the type who observes, who watches, who processes internally, who takes everything in without letting anything out. And the Hermit also carries this lantern, this single light in the darkness. And in the context of this person and how they feel about you, I feel like that lantern is you. Like, in their very private inner world, you are the light they keep coming back to. The thought that illuminates everything else, the presence that their mind returns to when everything else goes quiet, and you probably have no idea because they are so good at keeping it hidden. They are so practiced at being composed around you, at acting normal, at making it seem like you are just someone they know, when internally it is so much more than that. Okay, let me pull a card for how long this has been going on. Like, is this recent or has this person been carrying these feelings for longer than you would think? The Six of Cups. And right next to it, the Five of Wands. Okay, so these two together, this is really telling. The Six of Cups first, which is the nostalgia card, the memory card, the card of feelings that have deep roots, that have been growing quietly for a long time. And what this is telling me is that this person has been aware of you for longer than you realize. Like, their feelings did not just appear recently. They did not wake up one day and suddenly notice you. This has been building slowly, steadily, over a significant period of time. And along the way, they have accumulated memories of you that they keep very close, little moments, small interactions, things you probably do not even remember that they have held on to. Like, there is probably a specific moment, a specific conversation, or even just a specific look you gave them that they have replayed in their mind more times than they would ever admit. And it is that kind of feeling, the kind that has texture, that has history, that has been marinating in the quiet, private space of their inner world for a very long time. And then the Five of Wands beside it, which is the conflict card, the inner competition card. And what this is showing me is that this person has been fighting with themselves about these feelings. Like, they are not just sitting peacefully in their obsession, they are conflicted by it. There is a part of them that wants to do something about it, that wants to reach out, that wants to say something, and another part that keeps shutting that down, that keeps saying, not yet, it is not the right time. What if it goes wrong? What if they do not feel the same? So they are in this ongoing internal argument with themselves about you every single day. And you have no idea. Okay, let me pull a card for what they actually think about you. Like, when they think of you, what is the feeling? What is the story they tell themselves about who you are? The Empress. Oh, the Empress, for how they see you. So the Empress is the goddess card, the divine feminine, beauty, abundance, magnetism, life force energy, the kind of presence that makes a space feel warmer just by existing in it. And this is how this person sees you. Like, they do not just think you are attractive, they think you are magnetic. They are drawn to your energy in a way they cannot fully explain. It is not just about how you look, it is about the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you make people feel in your presence, the way you move through the world with this energy that is just undeniable. And I think what is so interesting about this is that they have probably never told anyone how they feel about you, because the feelings are so big that saying them out loud feels like too much. Like, how do you tell someone that you think they are the most magnetic person you have ever encountered? How do you say, I think about you constantly without sounding like too much? So they just do not say it. They carry it. Okay. Let me pull a card for what they do with these feelings in private. Like, how does this obsession actually show up in their day-to-day life? The moon, of course, the moon. So the moon is the card of hidden things, of what exists in the shadows, of the private, unseen inner world that most people never get access to. And what this is showing me is that in private, this person thinks about you a lot, like more than you would believe. They check your social media. They pay attention to things you post. They notice when you have not been online. They catch themselves trying to figure out where you might be or what you might be doing. Not in a scary way, but in that way where someone just lives in your mind and you cannot stop wondering about them. And the moon also represents dreams. And I feel like this person has dreamed about you not once, multiple times, and woken up from those dreams with this disorienting feeling of, oh, there they are again. Why do I keep dreaming about them? Because on a subconscious level, this person's mind is completely preoccupied with you. And that is not nothing. That is a very strong energetic pull that they have not been able to turn off, no matter how much they have tried. Okay, now this is the part everyone has been waiting for, because I want to pull a card for who this person actually is. Like, what category of person is this? What role do they play in your life? How do you know them? The Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. And right next to those, the Hierophant. Okay, so these three cards together for who this person is, let me really sit with this because there are multiple energies coming through and I want to make sure I read this accurately. So the Page of Cups first, which is youthful, tender, genuine feeling energy. This could represent someone who is younger than you or someone who is younger in their emotional expression. Someone who feels things deeply but does not always know how to handle those feelings. Someone who is a little innocent in how they love, a little wide-eyed about it. Like, these feelings for you are bigger than anything they have felt before, and they do not quite know what to do with them. And then the Knight of Pentacles, which is steady, reliable, dependable energy, someone who shows up consistently, someone you might describe as solid, the type who is always just there in the background, reliable, predictable, not flashy, not dramatic, just steady. And this is actually a really significant clue because the person I am describing is not the one who has been showing you grand romantic gestures. This is not the one who has been flirting, obviously. This is not the one who seems like the most likely candidate. This is the one who has just been quietly, consistently present in your life, who always shows up, who is always available when you need something, who you might take a little for granted because they are always just there. And then the Hierophant, which tells me that there may be some kind of structure or institution that connects you. Like maybe you work together. Maybe you go to the same place regularly. Maybe you are in the same community, organization, group, or social circle. There is some kind of established shared context where you regularly exist in the same space. So putting all of this together, this is someone who is reliably present in your regular life, who you see often, who you probably think of as just a friend or just a coworker or just someone you know, and who has been secretly, completely preoccupied with you. Okay, let me pull a card for what they want to happen between you. Like in their ideal scenario, how does this play out? What do they actually want? The 10 of Cups, the Lovers card, and the 4 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay. So these three cards together for what they want. Loves. This person does not want something casual with you. Like, I just want to be really clear about that. The 10 of Cups, the Lovers, and the 4 of Wands are not the cards of someone who just wants a situationship. These are not the cards of someone who wants something light and easy. The 10 of Cups is the happily ever after card, the complete emotional fulfillment card, the family and home and forever kind of card. And the Lovers is the conscious soul level choice card. And the 4 of Wands is the celebration card, the homecoming card, the we made it card. This person wants the real thing with you. Like they have played out an entire future in their imagination, a life, a home, a partnership, something that lasts, something that means everything. And the main character of that future is you. And I think that is part of why they have not said anything yet, because the feelings are so serious, so significant, so all-encompassing that bringing them out into the open feels like the highest possible risk. Because if they say something and it goes wrong, they do not just lose a potential relationship, they lose the whole dream. And that is terrifying. Okay, now let me pull some tea leaf cards to get some more specific details about this person and about what is coming. The first tea leaf card is eyes, which is so perfect for this reading because the eyes card represents being watched, being seen, someone whose attention is constantly on you. And what this is confirming is that whenever you are in the same space as this person, their eyes find you. Like, it is almost involuntary. They are not even consciously deciding to watch you, they just do. They are aware of where you are in a room at all times. They notice when you walk in. They notice when you leave. They notice everything. The next tea leaf card is letter. Oh, the letter card. So there is a message coming. Something that this person has been drafting, deleting, and redrafting for longer than you know. And what I feel like this is showing is that at some point in the not too distant future, this person is going to reach out, or they are going to say something, or they are going to do something that finally lets you in on what has been going on inside them. And it might not be perfect. It might be a little awkward, a little raw, because they have been holding it in for so long that when it comes out, it is going to come out real. The next tea leaf card is heart, the heart card. Because of course, this reading is all about the heart. And what this card is confirming is that what this person feels for you is genuine. This is not a game. This is not entertainment. This is not a passing interest that will fade when something shinier comes along. This is a real heart, invested, open, quietly devoted to you in a way that is rare and that most people never experience from anyone. The next tea leaf card is clock. The clock, which is the timing card. And what this is telling me is that something is shifting with the timing right now. Like, this person has been waiting for what feels like the right moment, and that moment is approaching. The clock is telling me that the waiting period is almost over, that whatever has been building in the quiet, private space of this person's inner world is getting ready to surface. And the last tea leaf card is sunrise. Sunrise. Oh, the sunrise. After everything we have been talking about, and what this is saying is that what is coming between you and this person has the energy of a new dawn, of something beginning, of light coming in where there was only this quiet, private, unspoken feeling. And when it finally comes into the open, it is going to feel like the most natural thing in the world. Like, of course it was them. Okay, now let me lay out a final tarot spread to look at what happens next. 4 cards, 1 for the moment this comes into the open, 1 for how you are going to feel when you find out, 1 for what you need to know going into this, and 1 for where this is headed. Pulling these now, the Ace of Cups, the Star, the 2 of Cups, and the World. Oh my gosh, loves, this spread. I genuinely was not expecting this. Let me walk through these. The Ace of Cups for the moment this comes into the open. So when this person finally reveals what they have been feeling, it is going to feel like a brand new emotional world opening up. like a fresh beginning, like a door you did not even know was there, suddenly swinging open. And what is on the other side is this overflowing cup of real, genuine, deep feeling that has been building for a long time. And for the Ace of Cups to show up here means that this revelation is going to feel good, not complicated, not overwhelming, just good, like a confirmation of something your spirit already knew. And then the star for how you are going to feel when you find out. Hope, a deep, warm, settling kind of hope. Like when this comes out, something in you is going to exhale. Something in you is going to think, oh, this makes sense. This feels right. And there is going to be this feeling of something being healed that you did not even realize needed healing. And then the Two of Cups for what you need to know going into this. The Two of Cups, the soul connection card, two people meeting each other as equals, choosing each other with full awareness. And what your guides are saying through this card is that when this comes to the surface, come to it as an equal, not from a place of feeling overwhelmed by their feelings, not from a place of feeling guilty that you did not see it sooner, but from a place of, I see you, I see what you have been carrying, and I am here, present, open, seeing you clearly. And then the world as the final outcome. The world card, again, loves the world card keeps showing up as the outcome in these readings. And I think that is because the universe is trying to tell you something really consistent, which is that the love that is coming for you is not a small thing. It is not a situationship. It is not a maybe. It is the world, complete, whole, everything. Okay, final messages from your guides. Pay attention to who is always there. Yes. So this is such a practical and beautiful message because the person we have been talking about today is not the flashy one. They are not the one making grand gestures. They are not the one who stands out in an obvious way. They are the one who is always there, always available, always showing up, always quietly present. And your guides are saying, start paying attention to that. Start noticing who consistently shows up for you, who checks on you, who remembers things you said, who is just reliably in your corner, because that person is showing you who they are through their actions. And their actions are full of feeling. The next final card is do not dismiss the quiet ones. Oh, do not dismiss the quiet ones. And this is so important because we are so conditioned to pay attention to the loud ones, the ones who are charming and obvious and easy to read, the ones who make their interest known immediately, and we overlook the quiet ones, the ones who feel things deeply but say nothing, the ones whose love is in their consistency rather than their declarations. And your guides are saying, do not overlook this person. Do not write them off because they have not been obvious. Because sometimes the deepest love is the quietest, and the ones who say nothing are sometimes feeling the most. The next final card is you are more loved than you know. Oh, loves. You are more loved than you know. And I just want to sit with that for a moment because sometimes we go through life wondering if we are seen, wondering if we matter to people, wondering if the connections we have are as real as we hope they are. And today, the universe wants you to know that you are so loved by more people and in deeper ways than you are currently aware of. There are people carrying warmth for you that they have never spoken. There are people whose days are better just because you exist in them. And this person we have been talking about today is just one example of how deeply and how quietly you are loved. And the very last card, let yourself be seen too. Let yourself be seen too, because here is something interesting. We have been talking entirely about this person and their secret feelings for you, but your guides are turning the lens back on you for this final message, because sometimes when someone has deep feelings for us, the invitation is not just look at what they feel. The invitation is also, are you letting yourself be fully seen? Are you allowing people to really know you? Are you giving the quiet, steady, genuinely caring people in your life enough of your real self to actually connect with? Because the most beautiful love stories are not just about being chosen, they are about choosing to be open, choosing to be vulnerable, choosing to let someone who is quietly, genuinely, completely devoted to you actually in. So, just to wrap everything up, the message of this reading is so full and so beautiful. Someone is thinking about you constantly in a way that has become all consuming. They are the quiet, steady, reliable presence in your life. The one who is always there, the one whose feelings have been building in private for longer than you know. And they are approaching a moment where they can no longer keep it contained. And when that moment comes, your guides are asking you to be open, to be present, to let yourself actually see what has been quietly standing right in front of you. Because what is there is real and rare and worth seeing. You are loved. You are seen. You are chosen. And the person who has been quietly choosing you every single day is about to let you know it. I hope this reading made you smile today. I hope it made you look around at your life with a little more wonder. Because love is closer than you think. It always has been. If this resonated with you, please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and it helps these messages reach more people who need them. Leave me a comment and tell me if you think you know who this person is. I always love reading your responses. And do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss anything new. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take really good care of yourself. Stay open, stay present, and please let yourself be loved. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye, loves.